I'm going to show you how to make a couple of fun and quirky instruments in the theme of Scotland. Now we're coming close to an event in Scotland which we celebrate every year on the 25th of January, which is Robert Burns. So these are kind of on the theme of Robert Burns Night, because every 25th of January at Robert Burns Night we have haggis. So I'm going to show you how to make your own haggis shaker. So easy to make, so easy. All you need is a yogurt pot with the lid, or if you've got a plastic tub with a lid, something like that. Some rice or pasta to fill your shaker with. Now I've used wrapping paper, brown wrapping paper. So brown paper or tissue paper, something like that, to wrap it with. And then lastly some sellotape and some string or wool to tie at the ends. So like I say, you take your plastic tub or your yogurt pot and you fill it with your rice or pasta. Put your lid on, secure that with sellotape. And then you're simply just going to wrap that in your brown paper. And then make sure you've got a little bit of paper left at either end of your tub. And then you're going to just tie it tightly with the string or wool or thread or whatever you're using. That's it. Finished. You've got your haggis shaker. So next one, just a little bit of fun here, is your Kilt handbells. So what I've done for this is used some pipe cleaners as your kind of handle. So I've actually got quite small pipe cleaners, so I actually use 2 or 3 of them, but if you've got a large pipe cleaner you might just need 1 or even 2. And you're simply just going to make that into a circle. And then I just cut a piece of craft paper, so craft paper like card. Decorated it to look a bit like a kilt. And I don't know if you can see, I then used a pair of scissors and trimmed the bottom bit here, put little slits right along for the effect of a kilt. I then, at the back here, just sellotaped it to one side of your pipe cleaner circle. And then lastly, as you can hear, I used some craft bells, which I threaded through a piece of thread, or if you've got wool string, something like that. Tied a knot so it's in a loop, and then again made it secure with sellotape at the back here, along with your pipe cleaners. There you go. So it's acting a bit like your sporran, I suppose, in your kilt. So you've got your jingle bell shakers. Now, if you want to, if you've got a large bit of ribbon and a large bit of card, you could always make your own kilt to go around your waist and use your bells to hang like your sporran. So yes, I would suggest ribbon for that instead of the pipe cleaners. And I see you might need a large bit of paper for the front of your kilt. But the same process, exactly the same as this. Just make sure that the paper's secure to your ribbon or whatever you're using to tie around your waist with. Yeah, and have a bit of fun with your kilt bell shaker. And lastly, this isn't an instrument, but it's quite fun prop to use, particularly if you're celebrating, say, Burns Night or St Andrew's Day. A thistle! The Scottish thistle. This again is so easy to do. I've used a paper plate. You could possibly just use a bit of cardboard. Painted it green, but again you can paint it any colour you like. I then had a piece of craft paper here, or thin card, and you just roll it into a tube and secure it with sellotape. Then as you can see, I've just taped it to the back of the paper plate. And then the top here, I actually used foam paper, craft foam sheets. But again, you can use craft paper or light card. And I simply just drew around my hand onto the paper, cut that out. So I did that 4 times. And then, I don't know if you can see, I then taped them using sellotape, taped them together to create some arch, which I then secured to the back of the paper plate. And that is your kind of thistle, kind of spikes at the top there. So there you go. Very, very easy. But you've got your own thistle with your own hands at the top.